Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay, and this is the Essential Phone's front camera shooting in 4K on Android 10. So I wanted to do the video like this because, I haven't used the Essential Phone in a long time, and this is essentially just a follow-up on the phone and how it's been doing since it's been on Android 10. So I tweeted that out, or I told you about 3 days ago I was going to give you some footage on the Essential Phone running Android 10, and this phone is still a good option. The fact that you can still grab it brand new, it's exciting. So this is one of the, as I looked through the viewfinder, it really looks good, man. But this is one of the first phones that I know of that could do 4K on the front, and this is in fact 4K footage from the front camera. I will show you the rear camera, and I'll also show you the footage from the front camera outside. So if you have the Essential Phone, what do you think about it? How has it been holding up? If you had, like me, this is the original Essential Phone from when I first purchased it, the white one. Obviously, I've purchased multiple, but I held on to this first one that I got for the entirety of its time, and it still works. It still holds a charge. It's still holding up good. I've also heard talks of an Essential Phone 2. So that right there is going to speak volumes to what Essential does and what they learned from this purchase. Now, unfortunately, the downside of this phone when it first came out was the price, people thought, and the cameras. But I used the Essential Phone back then when I first launched this phone, and I thought the cameras were good. So fast forwarding now, into 2019, we're almost at the end of 2019, how does this phone look now? And I want to use the phone itself because some people, they get up in arms about reviews on phones, and I like to do it like this. I like to just give you the footage as it comes out. So this is really solid footage, at least from what I can see in the viewfinder. There's no external mics, there's nothing. It's just me sitting here and recording for you guys. And I think this footage actually looks pretty good, man, to be honest. But it's not just about the footage. The software on this phone, fantastic. I don't have any quarrels about it. I think that the software experience on this phone is even faster and better with Android 10. It was already good before. I mean, you got this killer hardware, and then you got this great software, but people still complained about it. So I don't understand what people want in phones now today. But when this phone hit the fire sale and it took off, it became the comeback king. Everybody loved it. Everybody said it was the best thing since sliced bread. It was only because of the price. So how does this phone stack up with Android 10 to you? What do you think about that? So I'm going to show you some camera footage from the rear and also some footage from outside. I think the phone is fantastic. The software is stock. It's one of the few phones outside of Pixels that actually have stock Android 10 on it. And it's a plus. So Essential fans, stand up. This phone is still kicking. It's still alive. It's still in brand new condition for me because it doesn't get used in a regular rotation. But over the last 3 days, I felt like it was due. So Android 10 on the Essential Phone, now you might see an influx of people trying to run and find this phone, knowing that it actually has Android 10, and it's probably going to continue to get updates along the way. I'm hoping that Essential does the right thing with the Essential Phone 2 and stick to their roots. Don't follow the crowd, meaning don't change up too much of your design of your device just to please the people what you think is the right design. You know what I'm saying? Don't deviate from this design too much. Do your thing to make it better, but don't leave this design behind too much, because this is actually one of the best designs for an Android phone, I believe, ever. It's literally full screen. It's your man Jay. Enjoy these photos and videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Essential Phone 10 on Android 10 is alive, folks. And this footage from this front camera looks amazing. Alright guys, so here it is, updated video on the Essential Phone running Android 10. Another windy, beautiful day out. And here's the rear cameras. Has Essential done anything to improve the cameras through software? Well, we'll just look at the footage and see. 4K recording is where I've been leaning towards lately because of the advancements on cell phone cameras. And with the Essential Phone running on Android 10, I will hope that there's some improvements. Let's take a look at the front camera. Alright, so here's the central camera and 4K on the front. I was really hoping when this phone first came out, and it was I think it was one of the first phones that can do 4K on the front, I was really hoping that they nailed it home. In this situation, you can see it handles the wall very well, it doesn't blow it out, and then the grass is actually just right. So this is front video at 4K.